This lesson is actually about basketball. How many of you have played basketball before? 3 over there, 1 over there. Okay, so you know I might call on you guys to help me out with some of the vocab, because there's some things like palming and grip and thing, and I don't understand all of it, so I might ask you guys to help me out. Sound good? Okay. Let's start by reading. I need 3 people to read. 1, 2, 3. Oop, all the way down to number 2. Who wants to start?
In Module 1, you learned about the 4 steps in the statistical process. 1, ask a question that can be answered by collecting data. 2, decide what to measure and then collect data. 3, summarize and analyze the data. 4, draw a conclusion and communicate the results.
Great. We remember those 4 steps? Next.
In this module, we will learn statistical tools to summarize and analyze data. We saw in Module 1 that variables in a statistical study are characteristics of the subjects in the study. We will now explore variables in greater detail.
In this lesson, we will summarize and analyze frequency distributions of finite variables to investigate a question about professional basketball. A frequency distribution of a variable gives 2 important facts about the variable. 1, all of the values of variable, and 2, how often or frequently the variable takes on the values.
Great. Okay. Our first battle is with this scenario. The NBA announced that a new basketball would be used for the 2006-2007 season. There was an announcement from the NBA about the new ball. The NBA is introducing a new official game ball for play beginning in the 2006-2007 season. The new ball, manufactured by Spalding, features a new design, new material that together offer better grip, feel, and consistency than the current leather ball. This marks the first change to the ball in over 35 years and only the second in 60 seasons. Players in the NBA complained about the new ball. The NBA announced that the traditional leather ball would be used again at the beginning of January 2007. So let's think about that for a second. They decided to switch the game ball. They went to a synthetic ball. That means it's made of man-made material of some sort. Then they decided to switch and use a leather ball, which comes from a cow. Right? So the question is, does the ball really affect the game? And how are the players complaining about it? So according to the NBA, what does this new ball do? Better grip, better feel, better consistency than the leather ball. Anybody want to explain what grip, feel, and consistency might be in basketball? Lucia, you play, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me.
Well, grip would be meaning like, let's say you're trying to, how do I say this? The ball wouldn't be as slippery, so you have like a better grip of it. You have a better hold of it.
Better hold of the ball, better grip, yep.
And what else is it?
Feel.
The feel would mean the texture of the ball, meaning like if there's not, it can allow with the game has to do with how the ball is actually, the feel, the texture of it. If it's not as, like newer balls tend to be more used to better game than like old basketballs.
So consistency could be something about knowing what's happening to the ball when it moves around?
Yeah.
Ariel?
It's usually like the bumps. Like after the wear and tear on the ball, it starts to get really smooth. And first it has like these little bumps. Kind of like
so the outside of the ball, the material around the
like
outside of the ball.
Kiwi kind of, but not furry, but
Yeah.
like little bumps.
It's perfect.
You know,
It's
something
perfect.
like that.
It's perfect. So the feel, the consistency, the grip on the ball. Elizabeth?
Kind of like the
like
Once
a
you
tie.
wear it, you have to change it out.
Now, we probably assume that if we're talking about the NBA, that they probably have a new ball every time they play a game, right? I'm guessing. The balls that we use at home, they're bald in some places because we've used them so much. But let's assume that probably they're using a new one, but the feel is going to be different. Now, I don't know a lot about basketball, but I know a lot about shoes. And I know the difference between a real leather shoe and a fake leather shoe, right? And don't they have a different feel, consistency, look about them? Okay, all right. The question is whether we walk as well in them. That's might be opinion. So what I'd like you to do in your groups is read this paragraph out loud, read this paragraph out loud, and do numbers 1A through D. And then we'll come back together. Go ahead.